So hello guys, right now I want to create the logo that we are going to be using for the flyer class, and I don't want it to be too complicated. The name of the brand is Travelocity. I think it's all about travel or city, so they now short it as Travelocity. You understand? So without further ado, let's just dive into it. I've already do some brainstorm before I started this work, so don't I will have put it, so don't get confused when I started working on it. And as a matter of fact, I've already did one, so I just want to show you how it is done. So I created A4 landscape and I write the name, which is travel or city. So I use exactly the default typography that was given to me. Then I enlarge it so that it can be visible enough for me to work on. And the next thing I want to do right now is duplicate this layer, delete this empty layer, then rasterize this one, unseen this one. So then take your delete pencil. Since this is city, so I want to do something that looks like city, but that won't be complicating the whole typography, because that's what I want to work with, typography, you understand? So what I want to do now is delete this dot on top of I, and I want to create an arc that will make it look like a city. If you have seen a city disco kind of, I think it's a Cisco kind of a thing, so you will understand the reason behind this. And if you check a city icon on online, so you will see that definitely there is something that looks like this, something like a bridge kind of a thing. So you understand? So city, like I said, I don't want it to be too complicated for people to understand. I want them to read the name and instantly understand what is it all about. So an arc. Then the next thing I want to do is to create a track within this thing. So I want to use L, which is the last word on the travel. So this will serve as a track, and voila, the logo is done. So you see, it is not that complicated and it is even easy to read. So that is the essence, I mean, that is the goal of this particular logo. And it might not be the same for every other brand that we are going to be working on, or let me say, yes, every other brand that we are going to be working on. And some of these brands that we are going to be working on, we are going to be using the brand that has already been known, and the brand that already has their logo. We are just going to be copying their logo, you understand? So if you want to understand how I achieve this particular, how I do this addition and all that, so you can subscribe to my logo design class, which is going to be coming up. It's going to be flyer and logo design class, you understand? So you can subscribe to that. So we are going to be talking in detail how you can brainstorm your logo, how you can do your flyer. So tonight, let me say this evening, we are going to be discussing the flyer part. But before then, I will try as much as possible to digitalize this one to make it look presentable and all that. So cheers. So here we are. Our service can be in a different font, like I said, two or at the worst part, three fonts. Yeah, you understand. Our service can be some cool, funky kind of font. You understand? So the same color, I'll make it black. I mean, it's looking good, right? So this is what creating a basic flyer design looks like. You understand? This is what it looks like. And you remember I said you can also use shadow on these images here. You understand? So that will be your core and what you feel like doing. But as for this, it is good to go. The next thing we want to do is put the information there. You understand? The client information, maybe their logo. Sorry, I said their logo. Their social media handle, or their website or their phone number. You understand? So that is leading. I want to do tracking as well. So yeah, this is looking good. This is looking much better. So if you stay this long, remember that we are still having our virtual class uh, by May, which is May 22nd this year. So imagine having this free class and we are able to create this. And when we what if we have a paid class? So it's going to be an amazing one. So it's not something you want to miss for anything. Starting from logo to flyer design. You will learn everything there is about flyer, and now you can make your design eye catchy and all that. So you understand? So that's it. So the image. So let's rename this one as price tag. Price tag. Price tag. I mean, so we have the image. So now if you want to reduce or resize anything, you see, marking and labeling everything will allows you to do that. So you can also make sure it goes beyond, just like I said, it can go outside the line, but make sure that the text doesn't go outside the line. No. So it's very important. So immediately that text goes after the line like this, outside the line like this, it has go ó ti kọjá àyè nìyẹn. You understand? So you have to make sure it comes back. Probably not this big, because balancing is very important as well. And then what else? So here, the last part, which is at the bottom. So you can just create a number for your business and all that, put it there. You can put it on a shape as well, or you can just put it on the plain background as it is in the first place. You understand? So in this case, I want to drag this one down here. And since I use center arrangement for everything from the beginning, so I can just use center arrangement for the list of services as well. So you understand? So it's also very important you make sure you follow the first rule of your design. I mean, the first arrangement of your design. It doesn't always applicable, but try as much as possible, if it is feasible, try as much as possible to use it all through your design. But if it is not feasible, you can just make sure whatever arrangement that you choose, make sure it doesn't contradict the first message. You understand? So in a case like this, I just want to put everything in the middle. List of services. Boat cruise and rental can go in one. And the VIP vacation kind of a thing can go in another group. So center here, and our service can be at the middle as well. So, and overall they can be enlarged. Understand? Or centered as well. So that's it. That's it. So you put say, let's say, design by a king graphics. Well, let's use something more relatable. All right, I was thinking of what I can use. So let's say call or contact 081017918843. Yes. Now this contact can be very big. You understand? And why is that? Is because the number is one of the crucial information that you want your reader to see when you are done with the flyer. Understand? So the flyer you are creating is to pass message across. Yeah. So which number is one of the important information that you want to pass across? So you can use a line to create a border between them. Understand? So as for this one, so I can just use shape. You can also make it bold anyway. I figure I didn't mention bold, so make it bold. So let's try bold now. Then social media can come here, you understand? Or social media account. So kinetic as well. So maybe the next class we are going to be having, I'm going to be using CorelDRAW so that you guys will understand that this is not software based anything. The idea for us to be doing this is to let you understand that design is not software bias. You understand? So far you have the knowledge, you can use any software of your choice. I remember using my iPad to create one of these flyer I did recently in class. You understand? When I was dealing with talking about regular flyer design. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that flyer design doesn't necessarily have to be, oh yeah, it has to be CorelDRAW or Photoshop or any of those software. No, you can definitely use any software and you will be good to go. You understand? So the idea is for you to understand the scope of work, which is what we're doing here. This is like my special this thing. So you have to implement it too. So here we are. I won't be taking any question like I said before, but if you want to ask questions, you can just put it on the group. So it will be very important. I mean, it will be very so I will recommend you ask questions based on the design you are going to be posting. And you do remember that we haven't had book us on the conversation, you understand? So we can just put it on this thing, the call to action on our main this thing. Book us for your next dream vacation, or book next dream vacation with, yeah, something like that. But I think the message is being passed, you understand? So for the list, I think I'm going to be putting them a little bit more together so that I can have a space to make them bigger. So now let me tell you another thing you have to know about flyer design. So in order to create balance in your flyer design, you understand? So parts of it must be bigger than the other parts. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So let's say, for instance, when we started it, we start with something that is much smaller, right? And we go bigger with the image. And when we reach the surfaces, we go smaller, you understand? So this will create a balance in your design. It will give it a visual balance. So if everything is in the same size, it's going to create some kind of how would I put it? Maybe it's something boring. It creates something boring, and we don't want boring in our design, because one of the important things that your flyer must communicate is what? Yeah. So it's beauty. One of the important things your flyer must communicate is beauty and clarity. So, and if you don't give your client, or let me say, yes, your client or your target, let's say your client target audience, when you don't give them that space to see the most important message in your design, it's going to go just sad, you understand? I mean, it's not going to be making any sense. So I want to see if I can work around this, because it is looking too cold. Or maybe we can find another image. So let's see. I saw one image where one girl was lying down. I don't know why I didn't use that one. And actually communicates very well. Where one, yes, this actually communicates. Why did I miss this one, sir? Even if we use this image as our form front image, so it is even better than anything. You understand? Much better. So something like that. Then let's transfer the blur and the this thing there. So first of all, that one, then blur. So now let's delete this one. So this one can go inside a little bit. Yeah, something like that. That is looking better, much better. So type out your questions if you have, and if you don't have, this will be the end of today's class. Tomorrow I'm going to be sending you what we are going to be designing for the class tomorrow, and we are going to be doing an additional stuff for tomorrow. You understand? Additional stuff, yeah. So you see, today we just did image background. Tomorrow we can do a colored background, and then how you can choose the right color for your image and all those things. You understand? So it will all depends on what we are working on at the moment. So that is how I want it to be. But most importantly, every aspect of design that we need to understand will be discussed in our virtual class that's going to be coming up by May 22nd. So don't forget to subscribe, because it's going to be an amazing event, or let me say amazing class. So till then, see you guys. Cheers.